Hey guys, and welcome to episode 7 of the Joe Knows All podcast. If you guys are new to the podcast and don't know what to expect, well, I'm going to tell you right now how this podcast goes. So the first 10 minutes of this said podcast is usually Bethesda related content, being that this is a Bethesda driven channel. I like to kick off the podcast with Bethesda stuff. Then the next 5 minutes could be about any other game that I would like. Doesn't really matter. It could be about The Last of Us, Red Dead 2, Fortnite, Gears of War, any game that I desire to talk about at that point. And then the latter is pretty much anything. It doesn't really matter. It could be sports, professional wrestling, MMA, whatever the heck I want to talk about will be said towards the end. But however, today is going to be different than that formula, of which we are just going to talk about Bethesda. And Bethesda had a huge, monumental E3, arguably their best E3 that they've had since starting these presentations back in 2015 when they had their first conference, when they revealed or showed us Fallout 4. So guys, let's start off with Fallout 76. I'm a bit mixed. I love Fallout. It's my favorite gaming franchise of all time. Nothing else tops that. Love Fallout, love it. But I'm a little concerned with Fallout 76 and the information they presented to us. I'm a little concerned, I'm a little confused, and right now I want to address that and I want to talk about it. So let's start off with the whole online aspect of the game. Todd Howard did say in the E3 conference last night that it would not be hundreds and thousands of players on one server, it'll just be dozens, which, okay, that's cool. But he also said that every human in the wasteland that you maybe encounter is in fact a real life human, is me or you playing the game. So, and you could choose whether you want to be a villain, you could choose whether you want to be a good guy. It depends what type of alliances you want to take with others. It's like, okay, is this guy gonna kill me? If not, I'll ally myself with him. And that's pretty cool. I like that idea a lot. But the fact that possibly there's no human NPCs in the game kind of makes me a little nervous, because it's like, then how the heck are we gonna trade? Do we trade amongst each other? How's that gonna work? Do we just trade with robots? I'm just a little concerned as to what this entails. Right now, we have some to go off of, some stuff to go off of, but to me, it wasn't really that clear. I know Juice had just released a video about the human NPCs and how he feels that there will be regular AI NPCs and it just won't be humans in the game, which that would be great, which I prefer that, because also, how the heck are you going to do questing? You're going to need at least a couple of human NPCs with questing, but there is quests in the game and there's a story involved. It really does seem like it's just a survival post-apocalyptic game, and that's fine with me, honestly. That's okay. It'll be fun getting in there, playing with friends, surviving the wasteland with my buddy, building up a settlement. But then I have a question about that too. What happens to your settlement when you leave the game? Do you have to put it back in that little camp feature thing that they showed? There's a lot of unanswered questions from this E3 conference, and Fallout 76 has the potential to be really good. It's just, for me, I just came back a little confused. Maybe I'm a little stupid, I don't know, but I just came back a little bit confused as to what this game really is. And now the one thing that I really liked is you don't start over. You could carry your guy over to other servers with your friends, And here's another question that I have. I'm loaded with questions here for this game. Here's another question I have. Like when you're exploring the world like a regular Fallout, let's say like Fallout 4, I go into a world and I loot that world. I loot a certain area. And let's say I go in there and I find a collectible, I find a magazine, I pick it up, I read it. Then will that magazine still be there if I'm in another server, or will it recognize that I already picked up that magazine and it won't be there, but it could be there for somebody else? Like I was playing Gears of War 4 last night with a buddy. I was playing the campaign, and the collectible appeared for him but not for me because I already received it. So maybe I just answered my own question right there. But my point is like I've said, I'm coming back a little bit confused as to what Bethesda is going to bring us. I think this game has the potential to be so much fun. But then again, it's like, what happens when I die? I know Todd Howard said, I believe he says, please just tell me in the comments and verify in the comments if I'm right or not. But I believe Todd Howard said that you don't lose anything if you die. Everything will carry over. So can somebody loot my body, or what? Is that out of the game too? Can they loot me? Can they take my weapons, my gear, or no? Or I keep everything. I keep all of that, and then I respawn somewhere else. There's just a lot. There's a lot to go off of here. A lot of questions to be asked, and I think this game has the potential to be awesome, but I think it has the potential to fall flat. And maybe this is for another podcast, another video, but so many people are going to complain about this game just like they did with Fallout 4, and that's going to happen. And I'm going to hear it constantly. And listen, this game I think is going to be good, even if I don't know if it's going to be as good as Fallout 4, but I think the game's going to be good. It's going to be a cool, fun game. I wonder what they're going to do with like your perks, the perk system, and if they're going back to that perk tree, or they're going back to the old way, because they didn't say anything. Maybe we're gonna know in the coming months. The game's coming out November 14th. I'm gonna pre-order. I'm gonna try to pre-order the collector's edition. I was able to get my hands on the collector's edition for Fallout 4, so I'm definitely gonna try to get the collector's edition for Fallout 76. That really cool Pip-Boy helmet, not Pip-Boy helmet, the Brotherhood of Steel helmet looks awesome. I want it personally. But yeah, it like I said, guys, this has me a little confused as to what Fallout 76 really is. When you build up a settlement, is all that work done when you leave the world, or does it stay when you get back? But if it's a different server, how does it stay? What if you go back into the server and you built your settlement in a specific area, but somebody else built their settlement there too? That's just confusing to me. Maybe when you leave, your settlement is in that camping device that they showed you in the trailer. That's maybe what I'm thinking, and then you could set it wherever you want. That's what I'm thinking, possibly. But there's just a lot of unanswered questions, and hopefully in the coming months Bethesda will answer everything, and they'll make it more clear as to what this game is and what this game has to offer. This has the potential to be a lot of fun, and it also has the potential to fall really, really flat. Me personally, I think it's going to be a fun game, a cool game. It reminds me of Nuka World, where Nuka World really wasn't that story driven, but you had to go around and explore it and have fun in that aspect. And in Nuka World, I really enjoyed it. So if they could make it an enhanced version of that, and you just play with friends and you explore the world, that's fine with me too. So that's another way how they could approach this game. I'm excited for it. Like I said, we're getting it November 14th of this year. We're not getting it this summer, which a lot of leaks suggested that. And obviously, though, they were wrong. But I believe November 14th falls on a Wednesday. What's up with that? Why the heck are we getting a game on a Wednesday? That's pretty different. But nonetheless, that's when we're getting it. And I'm going to be keeping an eye out for the collector's edition. I'm definitely going to get that. It's funny because I have the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and a gaming PC. And I have friends that play on every system. So I'm going to have to eventually get Fallout 76 on each system. So guys, if you're still watching this video, still watching my podcast, let me know what you guys think I should, what system I should get the collector's edition for. Because that would be the first system that I would play it on. I want to get it on PC because my PC is better than the Xbox and the PlayStation, much better gaming. But I have a lot of friends on the Xbox, so but I do have friends on the PC who would play, but I also have friends on Xbox, so it would be cool if they could cross-platform it at some point, but highly doubt that. But let me know what you guys are gonna do, if you guys are gonna pre-order this game, or if you need to see more in regards to Fallout 76, if you guys plan on getting it, or if you don't plan on getting it, and if you're disappointed that it is an online game. Me personally, I'm excited for it. I know I'm leaving you guys with this impression that I'm not, but I'm extremely excited for this game. I can't wait to see what Bethesda has in store for us, and it excites me, the possibilities of exploring the wasteland with a buddy of mine or a couple of buddies and playing like that and possibly turn on each other at some point. So it is the apocalypse after all. But I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Now let's move on from Fallout 76 and let's talk about the rest of Bethesda's conference. We saw something very, very interesting, and that was the mobile title for Elder Scrolls Blades. And apparently, I guess maybe it's going to be a mobile title at first, but then they're going to try and move it to consoles, and then they're going to move it to virtual reality, which that's really, really, really cool. It actually has me very excited. I just started playing Skyrim, and I'm enjoying it so much. It's having such a good time playing Skyrim. So much fun. I didn't even want to put my controller down last night, but I had to. But such a fun game. I can't wait to play through it. That'll probably be the game that I'm gonna play up until the new Fallout does come out. As well as I'm playing Fallout 4 for the channel. I'm gonna start that up very soon. But yeah, Elder Scrolls Blades has me really excited. That's a cross-platform title when it gets released on consoles, VR, and obviously your phone. It's available for pre-order. You can pre-order it now, I guess. It's free though. You can pre-order it now, install it on your phone, and then when it becomes available to play, then you play it. That's really cool. I would love it if they made it available on the Switch. They just made Fallout Shelter available on the Switch as well as on the PS4, and that's really freaking cool. Fallout Shelter is such an underrated game. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I played it on my Xbox, and I enjoyed the living heck out of that game. I might have played maybe 30 hours of Fallout Shelter, but I had a lot of fun. I kind of want to go back to it, play that. Maybe I'll download it on my PlayStation 4. I'll play it on my PC, who knows. But I digress. Elder Scrolls Blades looks really, really fun. You could go into your friends' worlds and see what your friends are doing. It's a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun. There's a lot of promise there that should hold people over until the brand new Elder Scrolls game comes out. And I was right. Elder Scrolls 6 is there. It's coming. I think you'll probably see a release for Elder Scrolls 6 maybe around 2021 or 2022, and Starfield before that. Those two games were both confirmed for their upcoming future titles for what they're working on. And that means we won't be seeing another Fallout game for years and years to come. Maybe 10 more years. A new Fallout game. Fallout 5. And that's why they came out with Fallout 76. To hold us over. Like Elder Scrolls Online is for Elder Scrolls fans. That's it. Well, it's supposed to anyway. If it isn't, then that stinks. But Elder Scrolls Blades, guys. Get back to that. Looks a lot of fun. There's a lot of promise there. And I want to play it. I can't wait. I would rather play it on console or on PC rather than on my phone. I can't imagine how it's going to run on the phone. It looks like a PS2, PS3 game, to be honest. But a lot of potential there. And Bethesda doing a kick-butt job. They had a great conference. Really enjoyed it. They gave us information about Fallout 76. They gave us a brand new Elder Scrolls game that's coming out this year, mobile title. And them showing us their future projects like Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6. The thing is, guys, they made it pretty obvious that Starfield was in existence with all these trademarks being leaked. It was obvious. And it's funny because I made a couple of videos about Elder Scrolls 6 leaks, and I got a lot of crap for them. A lot. I think one video almost has 100 dislikes, believe it or not. And I got a lot of crap for them. And then this morning I log on and it was great. People were saying you're right. You were right. And yeah, I was right. Todd Howard said it himself. They're working on Elder Scrolls 6. They just need the technology to do so. But they're working on the game. And they showed us last night to shut everybody up that's saying, oh no, they're years away. They're not working on Elder Scrolls 6. They're working on Elder Scrolls 6. They showed us last night that they are. And they're working on Starfield. Those games will probably come out in time for the PlayStation 5 and the brand new Microsoft console, whatever the heck that is, Xbox 2, Xbox 550, whatever. But that's what's most likely going to happen. Bethesda Game Studios, this is probably their last game that they're releasing on the current gen consoles. And then Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 will be released on next gen consoles. The one big disappointment for me coming from this year's E3 was the simple fact that we're not getting a Fallout 3 remastered. That's one thing that I would have loved to see, especially since the Capital Wasteland project was discontinued. I would love for those guys to get that project back online. That would be so cool if they could. Do kind of what the New Vegas team is doing now. They're bringing in their own voice actors so they don't get copyright strikes for using the same exact voices from the game itself. They're using their own, so that's really cool. I hope maybe in the Capital Wasteland mod that they could possibly do that, or just don't have any characters at all. I'd be fine with that. It's free. It's a mod. I want to experience the DC Wasteland somehow, and if that's how I'm gonna experience it, that's how I'll experience it. If it's for the lack of voices in the game, lack of voiced NPCs, then so be it. Who cares? So I certainly don't at that point. I don't care whatsoever. That's fine as long as we get it. And that was one disappointment that I had from this E3 conference from Bethesda, was not seeing a Fallout 3 remastered. But guys, coming to a close here, that is the Joe Knows All podcast. I apologize if you're still listening to this podcast. You're obviously a loyal subscriber, and I love you for sticking around. Thank you. I'm really thinking about starting up a Patreon. I'm seeing a lot of my Bethesda mates doing so, and I think I'm going to jump on that said bandwagon and do that as well. So I'm going to make a channel update video about that. I'm getting better. I was really sick, as you guys may know. I'm getting better though, obviously. Not as many blisters in my mouth. Those are going away. My joint pain is improving, so I'm doing a lot better. So now expect uploads, at least most likely 2 uploads every day. I'm gonna upload this right now, and then probably an upload later on tonight, and then 2 a day from here on out. At least 1 a day, but my goal is 2 a day. So expect frequent uploads. I apologize for not uploading this past week. It's been hell in regards to how I've been feeling, but I'm better and I'm back. So guys, I thank you all for watching. This was episode 7 of the Joe Knows All podcast. Signing off, guys. Peace.